is a pretty important place. Was a pretty important place. It's amazing how much connectivity got taken care of in those 2 years that Turntable existed in Jamestown. So every once in a while, I'll say, hey, Jen is my wife, you got any ideas for songs that I should put in a list? And she said, you know what I haven't heard you play in a long time is You're Not Alone. I was like, yeah, that has been a long time since I've played that out. And so that's the name of this tune, You're Not Alone. And it has its roots in an early morning walk. Back when Jen and I used to take early morning walks. Early in the morning, out in the street, surrounded by darkness, hearts start to beat. The night owl hunt, the coyote fight. A fog refuses to give up the night, but you're not alone. No, darling, you're not alone. I want you to know that you're not alone. The news only goes from bad to worse. You're sinking deeper with every verse. And hope is hard to find when patience wears so thin. You're losing peace of mind as the world caves in. But you're not alone. No, darling, you're not alone. I want you to know that you're not alone. There's sanctuary in silence, and there's comfort in a scream. Even beauty in this darkness, depending on what's chosen to be seen. Now whether you know it or whether you don't, whatever the illness, love is the antidote. So come over here and put your hand in mine. We'll walk long as it takes your love light to shine. But you're not alone. No, darling, you're not alone. I want you to know that you're not alone. I want you to know that you're not alone. I want you to know. I want you to know. I want you to know you're not alone. Not alone. So we went on a beach trip, the family, which is really kind of rare and really kind of fun. And my wife and I were enjoying some quiet time at the beach house. Our kids were out, our grown adult children, they were out doing something, and we just were having this quiet time. Jen was reading, and I was playing piano, quietly, because it's quiet time. And all of a sudden, this burst of energy, which was our three kids and their significant others, popped through the door, and it was exciting, and it was amazing, and Jen and I looked at each other and said, like, well, quiet time's over. And in that moment, we were reminded that it wasn't so long ago that these adult children were little children interrupting quiet time. And that's the name of this tune, Little Reminders. The reverie of distant laughter, rambunctious footsteps up the hall, and through the door they make an entrance, the way kids do when they're small. Reminders, little reminders. I see you sitting in the corner, enveloped in your easy chair. You take a peek over your magazine and catch me smiling as I stare. Reminders, little reminders. Reminders, little reminders. A little blanket in the cold, a little candle in the dark, a little breeze when that sun beats down, a little love for a wounded heart. Reminders. The perfume from the kitchen, the machinery in the garage, build a garden of Eden bound to earth as scenes in collage. Reminders, little reminders, reminders, little reminders, 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 little reminders, reminders. Anybody meet their significant other in the 5th grade? Anybody? Yeah, me either. But I imagine if I'd met my wife in the 5th grade, it would have gone something like this. The name of this tune is Been Bitten. Jenny lived around the corner, apple pie, pigtails and grins, a little bit of mischief, peddling a purple, fair lady Schwinn. And I just stood at the sidewalk, silent and smitten. I didn't want to be shy, but I'd just been bitten. Mama tried to whisper words of wisdom. She must have read the look in my eyes. Well, she couldn't ignore all she'd seen before and began to testify. She preached patience and virtue, but I couldn't listen. I didn't want to be shy. I'd just been bitten. Everybody thought it was trouble, or when she put her gum in my hair. I laughed until I burst their bubble and told them she did it because she cared. Well, she bit me once, she bit me again. By the time we caught on, we didn't want it to end. And it's even more fun now than it was back then. Still she grinds against my intuition. I wouldn't want it any other way. Ain't no doubt I'll never figure this out. All I know is she's here to stay. Well, I'm her Tom, and she my kitten. No longer am I shy. You might have guessed the reason why. I suggest you don't wait for the great by and by. Get bitten. You know I ain't kidding. Life tastes sweeter once it's bitten. It's all because I was bitten. Thank you. So anyone ever stand in awe of some kind of like natural feature? Like a beach or a mountain, or if you've ever been out west and you've looked at New Mexico, for example, and it's like a whole other planet. You ever hear anybody kind of wax poetic about the Ohio Turnpike? You're about to. So we've done a lot of driving between North Carolina and Detroit, which is where my mom is from, but I know she is now living here in High Point, North Carolina, 10 minutes away, which is a lot closer than 600 miles, let me tell you. And so on all these trips, you know, there's always some kind of work to do, and there is sometimes it's hard work and sometimes it's fun, but on the way back, you know, we drive down across Ohio on the Ohio Turnpike, and when we leave Michigan, it's early, and we are on the Turnpike, 7:30, 8 a.m., you know, we're getting there, and this one morning, and this was a pretty hard working trip, and it was hard, and we are heading east on the Ohio Turnpike, and it had rained earlier, but now the sun was out. And the pavement no longer looked like pavement. It looked like this big silver ribbon. And on either side of this silver ribbon was this lush, green Ohio farmland. And there was something in that moment where everything just kind of melted away. And I enjoyed where we were going and how we were getting there. This is called Silver Ribbon Highway. Pour the coffee in a thermos and fill the cooler with ice. Load the boxes in the back seat. The morning's breaking and it's been real nice. Heading south out of Detroit. You know I've done this a time or two, and my head is full of nothing except knowing I'll be missing you. And may a silver ribbon highway. Be the light that leads you home, and part the troubled tides of this world when it won't leave you alone. The scenery keeps moving. You feel like you're standing still, and all the things you're holding on to won't hold you back against your will. You know it ain't just the turnpike where the sorrow takes its toll. Every day you spend in this life, it costs a little piece of your soul. And may a silver ribbon highway be the light that leads you home, and part the troubled tides of this world when it won't leave you alone, leave you alone. Well, you could be a stranger or a long-lost friend, and that truth is ever-changing, and I won't know until I pass this way again. And may your silver ribbon highway be the light that leads you home, and part the troubled tides of this world when it won't leave you alone. It won't leave you alone. It won't leave you alone. Leave you alone. Thank you so much. I felt you guys. That was a real pleasure to play that for you. Ever find yourself in like a real pivotal point where you could go any direction, where there's so many decisions to make, you can't decide what decision you need to make first, and you're right there in the middle of it? The name of this tune is She's Right There. She closes her eyes to be anywhere but here. She's memorized the scenes from happy years. As she feels as change approaches, that there'll be no turning back. As she's come to know that's how it goes. It's just harder now, keeping track. But she's right there in the middle of it, right there in the middle of it, right there, dreaming in the moment, knowing that it's waiting for her, right there in the middle of it.
Well, she often looks behind her when she's afraid to look ahead. She finds comfort